Office of the Monetary Board of Central Bank of the Philippines, Manila. Certificate of Re-establishment of El Banco Español Filipino Offshore Capital Banking System, under Republic Act 6424, PD number 1034, and PD number 1453. The Statement of the Central General Order Number 1. Whereas, the King Felipe II, King Ferdinand VII and Her Majesty Queen Isabel II, as absolute ownership of the Hacienda Filipinas covered by OCT 01-4 with 7,169 island and islets, 1565 El Banco Español de Isabel II, the first bullion bank established August 1, 1851, and the sole founder of the Central Bank of the Philippines established January 3, 1949, 40% share of stocks the Filipinos and government, 60% for the El Banco Español Filipino Offshore Capital DVMLFN 666. Whereas, the El Banco Español Offshore Capital, represented by the only successor heir for a time being, supported his asset and commodities in trust to Central Bank of the Philippines, covered by several treaties, TVMLSN 666's umbrella code account in special trust, to open the vault to vault, and ledger to ledger with export, permit to expanded the commercial bank around the world. But the Central Bank of the Philippines is only manager and duly responsible of this trust and trust the following item to wit. 1. Gold Certificate Number 083-032L50. 2. Gold Certificate Number 083-033L50. 3. Gold Certificate Numbers 89-003L50, 4. Gold Certificate Numbers 92-009L50, 5. Gold Certificate Numbers 93-010L50, 6. Gold Certificate Numbers 94-110L50, 7. Gold Certificate Numbers 94-011L50, 8. Gold Certificate Numbers 94-11L50, 9. Gold Certificate Numbers 95-11L50, 10. Gold Certificate Numbers 109-02-50. All asset maturity 2000 plus 7 years moratorium ended 2007. Whereas, these assets duly agreed 1% interest per annum effective in the year 1950 plus 60% lion share 40 VMLFM 666 a successor heir in interest of the sole ownership of the Code of Coron /El Banco Español de Isabel II or El Banco Filipino Offshore Capital. Whereas, the El Banco Español illegally used by Antonio de Ayala and family, known as Bank of the Philippine Island BPI. The heir is to implement the Trilateral Act No. 61 and the Embargo Act 1807 after maturity. Whereas, the El Banco Español Offshore Capital have been organized 77 prime commercial banks around the world, have been liability of trust assets maturity 2007, 2% interest per annum, 2007 updated to balance sheet withdrawn for implementation transfer plan duly committed 20 to head of state. Mexico October 4, 1982. Whereas, The El Banco Espinal Offshore Capital-LSM 666 duly registered in the Bank International Settlement, such as Trilateral Nations, U.S. Federal Board of Governors System, International Monetary Fund and the World Bank, approved October 4, 1976, and the Board of Governors of the Central Bank, upon receipt of final guidelines and other corresponding documents. Panel TVMLSM 666, authorized to withdraw and deposit any affiliated banks around the world, where his assets is located to Bercio Villamor Marcus is Solona/signatory of all trust lodged in Trust Maturity 2007. Whereas, under Section 3, this certificate of authority, to operate the offshore banking system, contributing the world economic problem for a time being comes, and other relevant factors, since the U.S. President G. Washington C.R. 1790, 1902, 1932, 1942, 1970 to the gold bullion as the principal backup of all legal tender governed by the law of treaties ended 2007. Now therefore, I Ferdinand E. Marcos, President of the Philippines, by virtue of the power in me vested by the Constitution, do hereby adapting, and proclaim the El Espinal Offshore Capital for the purpose to help the World Economic Development Program of Action in accordance with International Banking Law of Bailment, Section 7, 10, 11, the Philippines Banking System Section 1, and Section 4, Republic Act No. 6426, PD No. 1034 and PD No. 6426 is amended. Done in the office of the Monetary Board of Governor 11th of August in the year of our Lord 1974. Signed, Gregorio Licorice, Governor Central Bank of the Philippines. Signed, Ferdinand E. Marcos, President Legal Counsel of TVMLSM 666. Signed, Father Jose Antonio Diaz alias Severino Santa Romana et al., Metal Trust Depositor of TVMLSM 666. Signed, Iso Kano, President of Indonesia Trust Depositor of TVMLSM 666. Signed, Tiburcio V. Marcos, owner and sole signatory, coded name 010-22-74OA. Official seal, 2006. U.S. Treasury ID number IC 60-84-79. U.S. Federal Reserve ID number C 60-84-79.